All in a day's work.
Oh, a fun one this should be, Pycat. You know, we were theory crafting. Is this Viking they're trying to overload Mind Control's mind, right? This is going to be a Viper off lane. All these heroes don't like playing against that break. He's not going to know who to target. He's going to get screwed over it. And then Kuroki goes, no, we're giving you Magnus this time. Mind Control, you can't break him. There's no way to break him.
You can't break Mind Control.
It's impossible.
Of minds. We're going to get the Miracle anti-mage. Gonna be the Miracle or is it Pog Champs?
I'd be curious.
Got the backup.
Well, I'd be curious to know like what his stats are on the current patch with anti-mage, because he's got to have had a few anti-mage games by now. This patch is getting pretty old at this point. I'd be interested to see if you can do it. As you said, you have got the empowering, and the panel did mention like this hero comes online so fast compared to your atypical lol, I'm about a Battle Fury, need time type anti.
Yeah, support.
Yeah, I'd like to know actually. Like he's gotta be up there when it comes to anti players.
This is one of his signature heroes. Like, you know, sometimes you see so many good performances from Miracle, right? Like he's always had these kind of highlightable heroes. But it's hard to say like what is the definitive hero you think of when you think Miracle.
Is it though? I don't know. I feel like it is anti-mage.
Yeah.
Maybe there's the cool video of the Shadow Fiend with the puking, but I feel like
I think there was the one that like stood out to me he done last
maybe
year.
TV.
That's true. That's a good one. I was gonna say like one that kind of stands out to me that I was casting last year is when he played OD mid. And it was one of the most like astonishing rampages like I think me and Liz had ever seen, because it was genuinely a true 5v1. Yeah, the completely solo one. Yeah. It's just that type of lad, you know. It's kind of the established. Look at me, I've carried so many games versus the new gen of carries. And the interesting thing about like that when you talk about Viking is there's this interchangeability to them, right? Like when you talk about the way they draft and the way they can potentially play this, we've seen Boom completely stomp with a Doom. We've seen Shad just dictate the flow with Void in that late game. And
yeah, I mean, if Lacoste was right and drums blink.
Oh yeah. 6 minutes. Well, we'll be reasonable. 6 minutes for the drums. I'll be impressed. All right. Let's not put too much pressure on him. We don't want to break the lad. It'd be interesting to see, because I believe, you know, while they haven't 2-0'd all their opponents, you know, this was maybe one of the more impressive kind of victories in the match we've seen over Viking with that game one. When you consider that the only time they've lost so far in this whole group stage is when Boom had ginormous internet connection issues, and then they had to replace him in game 2.
Yeah. The previous draft though, it didn't look as. I mean, they had nice heroes, no doubt. I thought their draft was great. Might have even had a better draft, but I feel like it was not the signature Viking, you know. We didn't get to see that the Drow Venge. There's no Enchantress on Celery. There's no IO. I don't know. It didn't feel 100% like a Viking draft. Although I really liked it. It just didn't feel 100%. And I think a lot of it came down, personally at least. I felt like it had a lot to do with the no Abyssal on PA and kind of a little bit missed timings, but yeah, I also think that Nigma just played well.
Nice pick on Kuroki. I'll bring him down. No, I think you're right. It's almost like the credit that should be given to Nigma as well. Viking ended up with a very good draft. It wasn't necessarily their comfort heroes. They've done a good job of like ensuring that it wasn't these heroes that Viking can just default to and take over the game, like Celery's Enchantress, you know, like picking up Shad on its Faceless Void.
Yeah, I feel like this draft it definitely has some Viking to it. At the same time, though, this me at least, this draft looks so much.
No.
It's so very Enigma that it doesn't get any more. You know, we have the Viper. You got Miracle Anti-Mage. Some Undying. You know, they got the Magnus GH buckets. Just very Enigma.
And at the core, like how they want to play the draft, right? It's like, you know, you put all your chips on Miracle, we just, you know, distract people for the first 20 minutes, and Miracle will deliver the game later for us. I thought they're actually pressuring on the Kuro in this bot lane really well. It's just, it's an undying, right? And one of the kind of big things is in these early levels, can you actually apply enough pressure as a strength bot lane? Let's talk about that. Now that's a bit of a surprising pick, actually. I guess he got caught away from safety by quite a length. Mind Control did go for the Empower level 1, so no way he could assist either.
Yeah, I think this Undying pick might not as much have been for the late. Maybe later on with the Zone.
Oh yeah.
Play a factor, because Undying doesn't really play very well into. If anything, I would say the Lina is probably, if not one of the potentially Batrider. And he also did give up the first blood to Toby, so lane becomes a bit harder because Miracle also had to go for Blink level 1 to get semi-sticky. So you can't really trade that efficiently.
That's true, which means that Toby, like, he was fully justified getting this Battle Hunger point. He's going to get a lot of value before he's burning mana, and then probably, you know, he'll just be maxed out the counter helix afterwards. So far,
he's holding that point to stack up.
Oh yeah.
Push the wave a bit.
Oh. Gonna go mid lane. Look at we 11 on a Viper. I know Doom has a slow attack animation, but that at this stage in the game is very impressive.
I mean, I don't think that there's much Doom can never trade with the Viper. You just buy a lot of mangoes on the Viper. You get some points into the poison attack. You just continuously, if Doom ever walks up to the creep, start following him. There's not really anything you can do. I think you're just jungle and sit there. Yeah, Viper just gets it.
GH might have just... Ooh. Oh, no. He knew he was coming. He's able to move away quick enough. Boom, just kind of lingering around. Just wants to munch on some more creeps. We more or less has a free lane. It's going to be a question, though, of what he can do. Because, as was mentioned, there is a lot of breaks in this game that are beneficial.
Yeah, it's Viper to have a good start. Decide what you want to...
Must be getting rusty.
He just
have a lot of different options.
Okay, that was a sneaky pick off. Seller is able to run down GH with the cheeky little harpy. So far, GH not really having a great start to this game. I guess you could argue that at least he's kept pressure off Mind Control for the most. He's able to CS early on. I guess the question is, like, how do you feel as a clock in this type of game? Like, is there kind of a recovery? Because you have got a Viper, right? Like, that is the lane you could always rotate to and fight. Or bot. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Autumn is kind of a nice... Finding Aramis here would be quite good for it.
Let's make sure Miracle doesn't get the kill, but GH isn't complaining. He gets a nice influx of gold. With DD on Wii, the mid lane, it's not getting any easier for Boom. Like, he doesn't even feel safe behind his tower at this stage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think someone forgot about creeps and towers there. Wii's Kuro just got sniped out.
Wii, though, he's up level and a half on almost 2 levels. It's kind of difficult for Doom to start jungling this early. I'm mid here. Very hard kill to make happen, I think.
I mean, they've got the stomp, maybe, but they were too hesitant to go in. Boom was worried about Kuro, just, you know, too much ability to kind of sustain.
They might have actually, but yeah, but there was the Fairy Fire on Weeha, so it's hard to say. Might lose a hero.
Kind of walking away, but he is going to go down. His little harpy Stormcraft will at least walk away, but giving over a kill that easily doesn't feel good. I guess it's kind of that worrying feeling, like maybe you get the Viper kill, but we've seen time and time again what happens when you don't, right? Like, it's that type of hero, you give him 1 kill in the lane, and it almost feels like nobody can go and stand in that lane and park themselves to defend the tower.
Yeah, you don't want to further this guy's farm. Time, I told incredibly well.
Wow. Yeah, I just noticed that. I like saw the CS, I was like, eh. But then obviously that first blood included, top of the net worth chart with a decent lead over everybody else.
Yeah, he keeps getting to spin on these waves. I think he's getting some junk camps. He got the first blood. I really like the build he's going for these rush force face boots with extra stat padding. That way you can pressure the anti-mage even more. And you want to delay Miracle's timings as much as
Dire's middle tower.
To say if that was
is under
possible, I
attack.
mean he's barely limping around alive in this lane
Radiant's
already, and with the
bottom
catapult
tower is
coming in,
under attack.
you can guarantee they're getting at least half the health of this tower, if not more.
Dire's
fact, they
middle
might be able to
tower
just take
is
it.
under attack.
Block is coming, but
Radiant's bottom
your anti-mage
tower
doesn't want to
is
fight
under
at all.
attack.
Maybe he deters them, but it looks like Toby doesn't care. He's going to force out the cogs, but with the new wave coming in, this tower is definitely falling.
yeah, it's just some XP. Quite starved for it.
Radiant's
gonna be nice for him to-
tower has fallen.
Coming in here. Miracle just heading towards the...
I guess the real question is whether he can even park on this lane, right? Like, usually you want a recovery lane for support that gets off to a bad start like this. Is this really a safe place for the clock to stand?
Dire's middle
Quite difficult for
tower is
them to
under
die the
attack.
clockwork. The thing is, the investment, the potential reward versus the potential danger, it's so big that it doesn't really feel worth it. Diving the tier 2 for this level 3 clockwork,
Yeah,
get 100 gold, 150.
they're going for the catch and kill on Akuro. He is wasting a lot of that time though, and Vibe Strike's going to come out. We trying to turn this. Boom. He's going to die for it. They do at least get the kill on the Undying, but definitely not worthwhile. They have got the Chrono. Shad could use it, and he will commit it now. Celery is ready to assist, has got the impetus, but where are the bashes? They've got none. Finally, it's going to be the LSA stun before Nevertox could be thrown down. Will get the kill, but considering that was your rotation, Viper still getting a double kill feels pretty damn good.
Yeah, you get the kill though with the Faceless Void. Gonna further his game a bit, but not a terrible trade for Nigma.
If you can do that maybe one or twice more, even if Viper gets a kill here or there, like that is where you can start to feel confident, because the difference is as this game goes on, a Doom is going to inherently farm quicker, right, with the Devour compared to a Viper that kind of needs to keep propelling forward.
Toby though,
Shad?
on getting ahead.
We'll look at the other side of the map. There's another offlane who wants to be involved. Mind control moving in towards Shad. Skewer's going to come out. He has got the time walk. It's like he might get away with this miracle. Oh, he gets strong.
Radiant's courier has
Shad
been
walks
killed.
away, and while that's happening, they'll find a
Radiant's
solo
middle
pick on
tower is
Undying in the
under
mid lane.
Dire's top tower
Make a run,
is
but
under
like-
attack.
They'll at least get the tower, but considering the way that shifted, consider Boom just got a solo kill like that. Yes, it was the Doom, but at this stage in the game, he'll take anything he can get with that ultimate.
Yeah, any kill at this point.
Radiant's middle tower is
The
under
more farm
attack.
you can be kind of,
Dire's top
you can just
tower
throw it.
is under attack.
Careful though. Vibe Strike's going to come out.
Maybe in a lot of trouble here.
He's got the Scorched Earth. It's too late. He's just gone. I think Gachu got a little bit too confident poking at that tower, and it's just so easy for a Viper to rotate like that. Not really someone I say often of Viper, a 320
Radiant
movement
are
speed hero.
scanning.
This bottom lane did prove helpful. Already got us ahead of all.
Where are you going?
Yeah, although those two supports. Ooh, no Aramis. He missed it. They need to get rid of the cog so he can move out quickly. Reinforcements are coming. We will get the first hit in, and that's enough to ensure that Lina will fall.
Polish my armor in your blood.
Greedy from...
Yeah, what's awkward is they saw him there.
Yeah. Oh. It looked like they wanted to. They were like, oh, he's level 6. Okay, great. That'll get us our level 6s. But in Clockwork, he's a
Dire's
bulky
middle
strength
tower
hero.
is
It's
under
not the
attack.
easiest of kills, even if you hit that LSA.
No, and there's always the backup for... Gonna pressure Boom here a bit. Try to take this mid tower.
Bounty.
Dire's middle
Is that an
tower
Atos?
has
Yeah,
fallen.
Oh, yeah.
For 10 minutes, so guys having great time. I mean, if you look at the previous game, very starved for farm and everything pretty much. Off to a very great start.
Exactly. And now he's going to try and use it. He does have an invis rune. He's not sure if there's vision down here, so he'll just go for the celery kill instead. He doesn't want to get too greedy.
Just not
Doesn't even have to use that Atos. Just keeps it in case there's a turnaround opportunity.
Like a snake-bitten mouse.
Question is what Toby can do in the next few minutes, because he is going for this blade mail, and his blink is on the way out. So this could be the moment where Viking they just start to take some favorable engagements.
Yeah, the blink dagger. Toby has to quite a bit happen here.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna smoke up already.
question is, do you think that they could kill Wii? I mean, that is the prime kill right now. Yes, there's an anti-mage in the game, but it feels like if you don't do something about this Viper, you're going to be in trouble land for a long time.
Are gonna get the blink.
They shouldn't really need the Doom. Laguna shotgun will get him blown off with the dunk. They have got the Doom, but they decide against using on GH. They just want to try and threaten this tower a little. You might have to let him.
Is kind of speedy with the wind blade.
Is under attack.
A little bit. On the side, Core comes out. Kuro controlled up. They throw out the Doom. He did use the Flesh Golem, so even more value there. I don't think they knew how close Miracle was, but it would be an ambitious attempt to try and find that kill. It does get them the tier 1 tower though, so now Viking, they will have a way of accessing this safe zone for Miracle, where he's been farming so far.
Mind Control is having a quite slow start to this game. He level 8, hasn't died yet, but doesn't have the best of farm. Chad, he's got Midas Diffusal, part of the Burning Crew.
I guess when you look at most of these heroes, they are small mana pools. Shad, able to time walk away. They have got a hook shot, but the creeps are in the way. Chrono goes out. Shad, he was not willing to give over the gold. He realized the slows were going to be too much. Yes, Chrono used, but at least you avoid giving over a big gold chunk to Wig.
I feel like that's a little bit like a little bit rude to Celery there. You looked at body blocks with the gold, constantly block. I think you might have been fine either way, but just as a safety measure.
I don't remember the last time I saw a past 1 player Chrono just to run away. It's been quite a while. Usually they try and see if they can kill a person first, but that's how frightened they feel. And now Celery, nothing he can do to really help himself, or can he? Might be able to casually walk this off. He forced out the hook shot. They know they need to get something out of this. So he can at least be happy in the amount of time he wasted with Nigma's heroes. I guess the question is, like, Viking, where do you want to shift next? Like, is the priority to take this tier 1 top and then make sure Miracle doesn't have that safe triangle?
Yeah, ideally taking out this the top tower, it would mean that you have some more
Dire's
access
bottom tower
to
is
Roche
under
area.
attack. Radiant's
Try to
top
take over
tower
the
is under
anti-mage's
attack.
farming territory. Right now though, he's stealing your stacks, and that's the one on the net worth.
Oh. We've seen too many games where Miracle has that spot not look good for his opponents. Viking, they are at least keeping up. That's the thing. If you actually look at this, despite how well we start went, he's falling a little bit behind the cause of Viking.
Yeah, that's sort of the Viper factor.
Structures are fortified.
Get this good start. If you don't just immediately translate it into a bunch of kills and constant fighting, then it tends to happen. He has also done it.
Dire's bottom
very
tower
close
is
now.
under attack.
You
Radiant's
might get a
top
chance to have
tower
that
is
fight you
under
talk about a
attack.
Viper's life.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And if you can get it on favorable terms. It looks like Viking are looking in the wrong
Dire's
place. They
bottom
know
tower
that
is
that
under
area is
attack.
inhabited by anti-mages. They don't want to play into their triangle. The problem is everyone on the side of Nigma is stuck together right now.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about this build.
Are scanning.
Catch it.
Like, you want to be able to.
They got the big one.
Top tower is under
Laguna shotgun and get him low. The dunk's not enough though. He's able to move away. Mind control. They're separated, so he can't get a good RP. He has to connect onto one hero, but reinforcements coming in. They will punish this move by Viking. You can see how close it was. They were so close to getting that juicy kill in the anti-mage, but no cigar. And Axe. Toby goes in. Boom's moving in. The BKB's going to come the Doom as well. They do throw down the Tombstone. We will fall. They do not get the deny, and Boom is going to look on the Kuro next. Hook shot in. They want to punish Toby. They will get the double kill on the GH. And with the Vacant Magic need to go for Boom, they need to clean up this Tombstone quickly. Shad moves in, trying to do exactly that. They will stand their ground against the Doom, dragging it towards them. The Chrono goes down though. They will get the kill, but it will cost them one more in response. Kuro gets that kill, but he gives over his life, and Shad able to move away. Miracle will not chase any further.
I'm not had to throw.
All right, rate that compared to the last one.
Burns, doesn't it?
I mean, this one was, it's like a 50-50, At least you hit an enemy, but you also hit an ally. I think Boom was probably dead no matter what happens there. At the same time, you did use
are
the...
scanning.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some time where Miracle feels a bit more safe, and thing is, go for this diffuser build.
My poison.
What might happen is that the Miracle might not feel so threatened, but once he gets to this Manta, once he gets to like the Basher or the Vanguard, it's gonna be very hard to kill him. You don't have all that much burst damage. We saw it.
Oh, the spin! Oh, he's done. This does not feel good. You were so close to having the dunk. He is gonna go down. I like this aggressive attempt by Toby, but you have to question that if you just bring one more hero to these attempts, how many kills would you have right now?
Yeah, it's just you need a Lina with you. That's kind of the only hero that play with you. Maybe Enchanted, but so slow. Fix.
Golden opportunity for Vikings. They go into the pit. Not the quickest, but the Tombstone should defend them. There is a BKB available on Boom. Both go down. They should make it obvious. Hook shot. BKB is going to be used. Viper Strike. Laguna's gotten down. GH is still alive. And he hung around this pit on such low HP. They just fed him over. He's dead. They're going to lose more. Kuro's going to fall as well. Miracle is just being ignored and has to run now. They ping him out. They're going to chase forward onto him. No Doom for 15 seconds, so Miracle might just stand his ground and fight against Boom, but they may just give this over. RP's gonna go mind control, but the Tombstone's still alive. They didn't get rid of it in time. The comms are separate, and they will be able to get rid of it now. Toby comes in with the core control. Now Miracle, this time he will die. The spins are there. They'll find the pick on the mind control next as well. He just makes sure GH doesn't die alongside him. And Viking, just when they need it, finally find an upside. They will get their hands on this Aegis.
Yeah, they just stuck around the pit for so long. He got way too low for that fight to be comfortable.
I mean, he was literally in the pit, what was it, 200 HP the entire time?
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I think he might have kept getting hit. But like he got, or he did have a salad. So he could have maybe played that if it's smarter somehow. But they're gonna remove the Aegis at least.
They are. He didn't have the ability to fry that chrono. He didn't want to commit the one. They'll at least punish GH for it. More importantly, they made sure that Nigma didn't get their hands on this. At least find some value out of it instantly afterwards. And they do still have the chrono to play with.
Axe, he's close to becoming the position 2 of.
I mean, you compare game 1 to game 2, right? Where we like mind control kind of being the backbone. I'm impressed with the relevance he's having with his limited net worth, but as you said, GH, once you have that Ags online, it feels like any kill is feasible.
Yeah, Viking though, up now by 4k.
Yeah.
He needs to get
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Basher. People's Gift gonna help him quite a bit. Any added HP. You're against this Doom. Still not that easy for you.
Are scanning.
There's also the critical strike on making them hit that much harder.
Yeah, and you don't have any like true save, right? So you think about, oh yeah, counter spell stop them from throwing out the Doom. But you know, if you think about Axe jumping in with a call, that buys enough time for a Doom to come out from Boom. It's not that easy to be evasive of these big spells that Viking have.
No, and there are a lot of ways for them. They've got the call, they've got the... Even the enchant at some point might matter in these fights as the process. RP?
They called it too because they initiated on a Kuro there. They're just trying to deal with the Undying. They might want to get this Tombstone soon though. Kuro is going to fall. They'll move away from the break. Hook shots are whiff. Celery will fall. Looks like Aramis will get away, but Toby in a bit of trouble. They did not get rid of the Tombstone. Chrono's going to go down Shad. He's going to try and pick up Miracle here. Can they do it? The Doom's going to come out. Everything to ensure the anti-mage kill. Shad will live and move away. Toby will finally die. Can they find more? Aramis might be left behind as food for we. They committed the chrono. They committed a lot just to get their hands on the anti-mage kill. And after they were starting to build that lead, it starts to swing back towards even in favor of Nigma.
Time is money.
Yeah, you did find the anti-mage. However, you sort of lose the fight. End of the day, not the... Kind of hard to say who that actually faced. Shad being alive and getting to keep farming, I think, might actually be happy. Gonna get his beekeep.
It is the chrono question, right? Like these chronos, you know, the way they're being committed, is it Nigma forcing them, or is it maybe Viking not optimizing their usage of this big ultimate as much?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of having anti-mage on the sidelines. gonna further Void's farm and slow down the... That's pretty much why you're happy here.
And now they go hunt for more. This is the thing with this build. Void is always ready to fight. Anti-mage, less so. He still hasn't got that basher yet. They might lose Kuro as well. Link is available in 2. Toby will look to jump him. He has vision on the high ground. Tombstone's going to be thrown up there. BKB from Shad jumping. Hook shot onto the back line. Celery has been found. They're trying to get him a way out. They are going to lose the Undying. The second hook shot comes out. Celery is still alive though. They can't even find a pick or do Enchantress. They're going to lose GH. They've got 3 on the sideline. Nigma have to run. Viking, we say it time and time again when we see them. You know, they hit that time and they just keep on running. That's what they're doing here right now.
Yeah, and to the top lane, he power that fast, so farming. I feel like I kind of, you know, it's strange to say, but I would rather see Miracle just farming more on the anti-mage.
The classic.
Like he's almost trying to show up to fights more. No, I mean it's funny to say, right? Because I feel like Miracle is one of those guys who's I mean, he really understands the hero extremely well, and I feel like he is one of those guys who never shows up to fight unnecessarily. But here, perhaps maybe some poor kind of communication or some indecision by Nigma as a team, leading to him not really being able to further his farm here all that quickly.
It's the way they're kind of being forced into these fights as well, right? Like Viking, big credit to them. They keep finding that initial pick, and then from there, like Nigma, if you're anti-mage at this point, you don't want to fight with a numerical disadvantage, but they keep forcing themselves into LSA initiation. They found him. Laguna gonna get him low. RP to protect him. Miracle will stand his ground and fight back. He'll turn onto them. Aramis is gonna be brought down. Toby able to sidestep, move away, but Shad's there. There's a Chrono. Connects on the 2 of them. BKB activated as well. They have got the damage ring on Miracle. They need one more hit. They will get it. He's dead. Down for 50 seconds. Celery might give his life as well. Willie's moving away. Boom comes to reinitiate. Viper hit up with a Doom. They'll look to get rid of the Tombstone. And with that fallen, Nigma don't have a way of staying here anymore. Kuro will be bashed up and killed off. He'll at least buy enough time that GH and maybe even we will get away, but they've seen him. Hiding in the corner. They said, get out here, accept your fate. Triple kill for Shad. And look at the lead he's building over Miracle now.
Acts like this very
Viking are fighting so just that was very clutch. Kind of damage there from the Enchantress just brings. It was a very close call. They would have had just a tiny bit more healing, or he just had a little bit more raw HP. Probably gets away there.
Oh, it's spooky because right at this stage, Shad, you know, you're not this big badass right-click and cool. A decent amount of your damage is still magical. So that's kind of allowing Miracle to get away more than maybe he should do. But I love the way that they initiate in waves as well, right? Like you kind of saw Boom, he came in as that kind of that breath of life that kept that fight alive at the exactly right moment.
Yeah, and he has the Shiva's BKB. Very annoying in these fights. The damage from the score, damage from Shiva's guard, got the BKB. Very hard to deal with his Doom, and he deals so much damage. There are so many heroes that you want to deal with on the Viking side. Don't really have the damage just yet. You need Miracle to come bigger before you can take these fights.
And the question is, like, when Miracle's big enough, is everyone else on Nigma going to be too small? Right? Like, we've already, if you look at the net worth, you're seeing we starting to fall behind. He's going for this kind of supporting cast build for the AM. And then more importantly, just look at mind control. I mean, at this point, he's an Empower and a Blink RP. That is all he can really contribute in this game.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit curious because I feel like kind of the classical way about this anti-mage Magnus. Now, I know it changed sort of patches, but the way that you got it, kind of stats heavy, and potentially I feel like that might have been a nice decision this game, because got it just added Roy, and the slow would help you quite a lot against these targets. Might have saved you a few times this game. Having the Abyssal, of course, is gonna be very nice. Any hero yet we that is queuing up one after the Anta style might net you some nice kills, but just gonna have the BKB on the axe. You have already the BKB. even with this Abyssal, there won't be many amazing targets. When the Void gets the Lincolns, you're gonna have some sort of timing there where you potentially kill them. It does have EKB Manta, so it's not that easy. Especially with the Glimmer.
No, it feels like, you know, if anything, this is the type of game where you don't necessarily, like, need to bash that badly for these big team fights, because you do have a lot of BKB pisses, right? You've got the Ags hookshot now, you've got the RP, but I mean, Viking just still at this stage proving that's not enough. They have, like, on every one of their heroes built to bulk, right? It's not as much about how we kind of glass cannon nuke you down as how we survive your initiation. It's working. Happen because 2 minutes until Roche spawns, so I wouldn't be surprised if both teams start to pivot towards that location, because we are kind of reaching that stage where an Aegis in the hand of these boss ones could easily lose the other team all of their outer towers and maybe a lane.
Feels so awkward to watch this end arm without a Battle Fury power.
I mean, at this point, Mind Control could just follow him around. You see, I was just desperately trying to linger in there as a core, but he's about to be surpassed. Not only has he already been surpassed by his own POS 4, but the POS 4 of Viking is about to have more gold than him.
I'm gonna respawn and
yeah, and you can already see the Viking, they're setting up around it. They want to try and catch Nigma as they come in piecemeal.
Carry's getting pretty much exactly what they want in terms of items. The Titan Slayer are gonna help against both the Fall and the Doom. Gets the quickness farm.
Oh, Viking got an enchanted quiver with an enchantress. Alright, that's gonna put a little smile on Celery's face. Maybe if they give it to him.
Is it him or Aramis though? Got the Grove.
That's true. I mean, but Aramis has the Nevershore, right? So many good choices. I mean, those two together might just lead them to decide they don't want the enchanted quiver.
Choices. Little time.
They're like, damn it, why can't we have the patch back where you could just have as many neutral items as you wanted? Because that patch was ridiculous. I'll jump in. GH? They're actually going to doom them. Jump in with the call as well. The control is good. BKB from Boom to ensure that Nigma do not contest them. An important kill with Roche spawning in 10 seconds.
GH does have a buyback though. Now they have no Doom.
Oh, the LSA. They cornered Wee. Toby can initiate here. The Never Toxin well fought out by Wee, but BKB, Toby's going to run in. The Chrono's going to go down, connected on 2. The buyback comes out from GH, but Wee is already going to fall. The cool control. RP, turnaround miracle. Try to get through them quickly. Can he do it though? The stun's going to run out. The control's good. The hook shot. Combo from GH will ensure that they turn this fight around and they take plenty of heads from Viking compared to what Nigma gave over.
Mind controlled. Okay, that's just that right there. That man.
That was on point. Like the sync up between this boss 3 and boss 4 player just put Nigma back in the game, and they needed it. Like, look at the net worth difference here. It was building pretty heavily for Viking.
Yeah, and I think the initiation there, Boom, he committed that Doom. Boom, Doom, man. He keeps playing the hero, man. Gotta throw it out there. The Doom from Boom onto the Clockwork. He also wastes his BKB, and after that, kind of awkward for him to participate in these fights. When he doesn't have Doom, when he doesn't have the BKB, you don't really feel that good with this hero. It's massive RP, and I found the right target to Mana Void. Miracle deals a lot of damage with that. Yeah, they blow up these 4 heroes, and they're gonna be able to take Roche here.
No. I mean, the Doom from Boom looked like it spelled gloom, but not when Mind Control is in the room and GH is on the loom. Nice.
Little December rhyme for you there.
I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I mean, this is a pretty free Roche as well. There's no way that Viking can contest this. At this stage in the game, I mean, you just saw what they can do when they press all their spells right. Like, it's still possible for them to buy back against Viking, despite Viking building bulky the way they have been doing.
Now, getting kind of close to the Skadi after beating this Abyss. Aegis and Chi. on Nigma, you're gonna be happy here.
Yeah, and I mean, think about the buybacks, right? It was only GH's buyback. Obviously, you preferably want him in the next fight, an opportunity to get back in, but it's not like you're going to be missing an RP next time you fight. Yes, it's on cooldown for 100 seconds, but the real question is whether Viking can make a play in that 100 seconds. I'm not sure, because your chrono is unavailable for the same amount of time.
Yeah, you do have the Quickening Charm on the Void, so the chrono is going to be slightly lower cooldown. Yeah, I mean, I have to commend Chad for his play. When you get to this point at this Void, kind of the game he's had, the Manta, now with the Diffuser, it looks quite good. Going towards that Lincoln is going to be very useful for the Abyssal Advantage. We're not going to feel as threatened anymore.
Problem is, for quite a while, you're going to still feel friend, because the next 5 minutes, Miracle may have to be dodged. Now, there is always that risk, right? When an AM gets an Aegis, he just goes and plays by himself. So, if I can strike out on the lock there, they might easily be able to get rid of that factor.
Regeneration!
Yeah, I'm moving towards him as well. Pretty aggressively. Celery. Glimmer Cape, Glimmer Cape. He doesn't want to use it. He decides it's not needed. Mech is enough to get him out and away. Cool. They've actually found Kuro. Soft underbelly of Nigma has been punched. And with that, they will have to run away quickly. The question is whether you can do more of this. Because, like, optimally in this situation, if you're Viking, is the move here to keep running at Nigma because they no longer have numbers?
I think want to be trying to pressure this mid tower a little bit. Try to do something here. You see the animation in the bottom lane. You know it doesn't have mana. Trying to get to the Skadi. Miracle really wants to get to the Skadi before they take this fight. With the Skadi and the Aegis and Abyssal.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, you have to question whether you can kill him once in a chrono, let alone twice, right? I mean, I kind of wonder if maybe... Would it be a good time for Boom to switch over to the Stomp so you have that extra lockdown, or does it just feel almost irrelevant in these fights now?
Tough to say. There are of course benefits to both. You might feel like you want more damage just from... Of course the stun, it could prove useful. I feel like it's a tough call.
That's why
you can find the wolf on the Enchantress, then potentially you can just Stomp creep. But I feel like Boom has been favoring this in the games that I've seen.
Yeah, and it kind of covers Shad going for this tanky utility build, right? So it gives him that extra oomph, whereas maybe if they don't have the crit strike, they sit and go, well, I'm not doing any damage in chrono. How am I ever killing anti-mage once, let alone twice?
Dire's top tower
now with the
attack.
Skadi,
Let's smoke.
Aegis in hand.
Toby?
Ready to go.
Dodged a bullet. Celery will at least get a ward down, but they jump in, looking for a different one. Shad able to move away though. It's hunting. Stun first hit on Aramis. Time dilation might buy enough time to move away. The Doom on the back line jumps in with Weak. They find that soft underbelly again and they punch even harder this time. Kuro next on the hit list. The Tombstone went down the RP. Only connecting on Shad. It's not going to be good enough. They take control. Laguna shotgun down. They get rid of one. They get rid of two. Maybe they can find more. Chrono's going to be there. They go in for the other one. GH, that's going to be his dieback sitch. And now Miracle in trouble as well. When he comes back up, he's going to wish he wasn't here because they've got the call available. The control is going to be there. Miracle going down for the second time. Viking able to delete Nigma's lineup and now move towards their base.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And I feel like kind of a rare mistake by heavily kind of going in far there alone. He makes it so that I think Shad played that fight in a very smart fashion. He just baits out the Manta and the Abyssal from the Anti-Mage. He has the Lincolns. He wastes both those spells, then he gets time dilated. And he's sort of unable to join the fight again because Link is on cooldown. He doesn't have Manta to remove the time dilation. And all of his teammates are just dying and he can't really go and help anyone.
That's what I love is, I mean, when you think about the way he's doing, he's waiting to see if Nigma showed that hand, right? But the way in which Viking play this kind of style of Dota, usually we always talk about how aggressive they are and how amazingly aggressive, but it's also within that aggression, I guess micro-aggression would be the right kind of term here. Like, they don't overcommit, they don't throw everything onto one target. They actually want Nigma to be the one leading the dance.
Yeah, just a smart approach by Viking, the way that they're taking these fights.
And they don't bite off more than they can chew. That's the other thing, right? You saw they poke a little bit at the tier 4s. They realize not a good idea. They don't even hang around for the next lane. They respect the fact. Nigma, they got all their heroes available. RP is going to be up soon. There is no rush now. Like, we are starting to build quite a hefty lead. In fact, Shad still not having died in this game yet. Not only having the net worth advantage, but being 13-0-8 in KDA.
Yeah, and I was sort of reluctant at first towards the... I feel like with the Manta, I mean, the build, it does make a lot of sense. When you get to this stage, that's when you feel really good at.
You won't feel as great at level 25 as you used to, because they have at least fixed the backtrack Viper break interactions. So you can get rid of that. But guarantee you'll probably be taking that one. 25 GH, able to hook shot away. Once an out, no, it's a whip. Shad's gonna move past him. GH still a little bit of trouble. RP's gonna come out of Shad. They're trying to get rid of the call. The counter attack is there. They came through Miracle. Cheese is gonna come out. The BKB activates. Shad is able to stand his ground. Magnus is down. Miracle is down. He's gonna go down as well. The chrono command for that kill will ensure it. The tombstone is gone. Kuro will try to TP away. Will just about get out. But that is the type of fight that just breaks you. Viking now 20,000 gold up. And they can look towards this mid lane and look towards Nigma's base.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, there are no buybacks on any of the heroes on Nigma, and Kobe just completely saves the day there. I think I really enjoy watching this guy play. I feel like he plays very good Dota.
Oh yeah,
a very aggressive player that utilizes whatever advantage and gold he's given. I feel like he puts a lot of it back into it. And also you see there, Chad is in a lot of trouble. You come in there with the big call.
Yep.
You're able to bring down Miracle. You're able to take the fight,
and they've done it. That's it. The GG. They realized they could go for the throne. And I mean, game 1, game 2, ending in similar fashion. An instant initiation into a big turn in the fight, leading to an immediate closing of the game. Scoreline now 1-1 as Viking have struck back.
And both these games, I feel like they've been quite back and forth. It's almost looked like the team that's